Hi, I'm T from Pilates Pro Maintenance. Today I'm here with Gratz and we're going to share some tips on general maintenance on the Wunda chair. To begin, we're going to start with our safety check. The only things you will need to service the Wunda chair in a safety check are... Can I start all over?
Sure.
I don't like that.
Now that we started, let's move that
The stool?
stool out of the way, unless you need it.
No, I don't need it at all.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let's zoom back out. Okay.
Hi, I'm T from Pilates Pro Maintenance. Today I'm here with Gratz and we're going to share some general maintenance on the Gratz Wunda chair. Let's start with the safety check. For the safety check, all you will need is a number 13 or 1/2 wrench or socket wrench, or both. You will need one of each or both. Like I said, you need 2 tools. One to hold the nut outside and the other one to hold the eye hook in place. So I will use the wrench to hook it into the eye hook, and I'll give you an example here. Let's do the bottom eye hook. So when you want to spin the eye hook to tighten it, it wants to spin with you. So what you will do is just wedge the wrench onto the eye hook, hold it in place, and just tighten the nut on the outside. Same thing for the rest of them. You're just going to, you could also use a screwdriver to stick it inside the eye hook and just not let it move while you tighten the outside. So I'm just holding my left hand with the eye hook in place and just cranking the ratchet set in the outside. These are pretty tight. We just want to make sure that the eye hooks keep their angles. As you may know, there are very specific angles to the eye hooks so that the spring can come on and off easily. You'll repeat the same thing to both sides. And the angle is, the top hook is closer to 90 degrees, the middle hook is closer to 45 degrees, and the bottom hook is at 45 degrees. Hold the eye hook still, just turn it. And that is your safety check for the Wunda chair on the back side. Then you want to turn over the Wunda chair or be on the pedal side. And what you want to do is make sure that the eye hook where the spring is on is actually not moving at all. If they do move, you can remove the springs from the Wunda chair. You will have to remove the spring off the eye hook and then just spin the eye hook into its place. It's going to screw onto a T-nut that's on the other side. These are pretty tight, both of them themselves, but this is what you need to do to get to the actual eye hook to spin it and tighten it. I would use even a wrench to give it the extra tighten that you need. If you can't get a screwdriver in there, I'd recommend a wrench better. Once you've tightened that, just add your springs back on. The hook usually facing inward, and add your springs back on. That's as far as the safety check goes for the Wunda chair. Now, the only other service that is very common with the Wunda chair is the squeaking of the hinge when you are actually using it. To add 3-in-1 oil, we're going to simply add the springs back onto the pedal. The pedal is up. I'm going to place one piece of paper towel next to the open part of the hinge that we opened over to one side. Grab your 3-in-1 oil, and you just want to put it into all the open parts of the hinge. Only the open parts first. One drop of 3-in-1 oil is enough. You will wipe down any excess oil out. Then you will bring the hinge over to the other, bring the pedal over to you or the other side to close the hinge and open up the other side of it. And you'll see that the opposite parts of the parts that you just cleaned are now open. You will add the same 1 drop into each part of the hinge that's open. Dry out any excess that may have fallen off. And your hinge has been serviced. So you'll move the hinge back and forth from the first to second position, from side to side with the pedal. And then we just recommend using the Wunda chair. So just to get the 3-in-1 oil all in there, you just want to bring the pedal down and give it a few presses. Once you hear no squeaking, you're basically ready to use your Wunda chair.